This is The Scoop for Wednesday.
I'm Sean Canan with the WMNF News headlines. A Florida judge has temporarily blocked a planned transfer of prime downtown Miami land for President Trump's future presidential library. The order by a circuit judge came yesterday, just days after a Miami activist alleged that officials at a local college violated Florida's open government law when they gifted the valuable plot of real estate to the state. In turn, Florida voted to transfer it to the foundation for the planned presidential library. The nearly 3-acre property is valued at more than $67 million. That's according to a 2025 assessment by the Miami-Dade County property appraiser. A man convicted of killing 2 women whose bodies were found in a rural pond has become the 14th person executed in Florida this year. 72-year-old Samuel Lee Smithers was pronounced dead yesterday evening following a lethal injection at Florida State Prison. Smithers was convicted of 2 counts of first-degree murder and sentenced to die for the 2 killings in 1996. In a statement, Floridians for Alternatives to the Death Penalty wrote, "Sammy was the oldest person executed in the modern era of Florida's death penalty. We killed a man with a profound history of head trauma and brain damage who was substantially impaired at the time of the crime. We killed an elderly man whose continued cognitive decline over his 30 years on death row was medically documented. We killed a man who posed absolutely no threat to anyone." Florida has scheduled 2 more executions this year, one later this month and another in mid-November. Last month, University of South Florida trustees voted to move forward on developing the school's former golf course into a mixed-use development. WMNF's Chris Young reports activists are planning to protest against it because it borders on a nature preserve.
The new first phase of development will include student and multifamily housing, an academic building, retail and green space, and more. Callista Snyder, a local activist and USF biology grad, says the golf course land should stay undeveloped.
If it's able to be kind of like reclaimed by nature, it's a perfect buffer zone between the city and the forest preserve.
The group Save the USF Forest Preserve says the golf course serves as an integral link in the wildlife corridor between Cypress Creek and Hillsborough River conservation lands, and the project would bring traffic to an already busy area.
Those natural spaces are needed, and they're shrinking more and more with further development.
In 2021, the school attempted to develop the golf course in adjacent forest preserve, but after community pushback, the project didn't proceed. In a press release, USF emphasized that this project does not include development on the preserve. Save the USF Forest Preserve plans to protest on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the corner of 56th and Fletcher. Chris Young, WMNF News.
Demonstrators across the country and in the Tampa Bay area will hit the streets Saturday for No King's Day. WMNF's Leah Burdick tells us about local protests.
There are over 2,500 community events scheduled for this Saturday. This includes Duke Energy Trail in Clearwater, Gulf to Bay and Park Place Boulevard, Largo Central Park, Tyrone Square, Gulfport Casino, and Tampa City Hall. Eric Garrard is the co-coordinator for Indivisible. He says No King's Day is a protest to show that the power belongs to the people and will not tolerate a king.
We already have well over 600 people who are registered to attend, and registrations are only a small portion of the people who will show up.
Garrard expects 1,500 or more demonstrators at the 10 a.m. protest outside Largo Central Park. Garrard says this day will be a peaceful, nonviolent event to celebrate peace and freedom. To find a protest near you, visit WMNF.org. Leah Burdick, WMNF News.
Florida teachers would have to take an oath to the nation and to the state under a bill filed this week by a Republican representative. According to a news release from Representative Tom Fabricio, HB 147 would be required for public school teachers, similar to oaths taken by lawyers, doctors, and public officials. The oath says, in part, I will foster a respectful learning environment for all students, which promotes critical thinking, civic responsibility, and lifelong learning, and that I will serve as a positive role model in both conduct and character, so help me God. It'll be mostly sunny today with highs in the high 80s. Tonight, mostly clear, overnight lows in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, highs in the high 80s. I'm Sean Canan with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.